I'm just saying, I'm a Californian. I mean, I know better than the rest of the country that this concept that I don't know. My heart bleeds for our wonderful friends from down south. I don't know, it must be a terrifying time for them. What a great show. And it's like we're all, we're experiencing that thing right now. They're fucking with journalists. Of course, they started with immigrants, but like it's like I know it's cliche, but it's like, come on, you're next. It doesn't matter how white you are. It doesn't matter. You're next. You're next. Like you're either gonna like put on the jumpsuit and get into the honeycomb in the Mars base, or you're gonna be. I mean, there's not. I don't know what people keep thinking. They keep thinking like, oh, if we just are polite enough, if we just like are, if we just adhere to our own rules of what makes good people enough, this is gonna blow over. It's I don't know, man. It's like it's hard to say these words, but it's just not. It's not gonna stop until it's like and then you have to stop talking because then what are you encouraging? I don't know. We all have to like just sit cross-legged in the street and just eat Twinkies until the world stops turning or something. I don't know. They can't put all of us in prison. I don't know what to do. I booked a guest here and there that they can come in and maybe they can give us some guidance and stuff. But that one guy, whoever you are, that I don't know where you tweeted or whatever. Oh, I miss the days when the show could go for an hour without talking about Trump. Well, why don't you suck my dick and? It's like what? And then the people on the Instagram, like, I have my iPad. I play with my photo app. He's the most famous guy in the world. He's on everyone's mind. I'm gonna fuck with his face, put it on a hot dog or something. It's not a fucking meme. I just think these 15-year-olds going like, dude, your meme game is weak. You're in the losing side of a meme war, motherfucker. It's called photography. What? So what are these people? Like, they just came into our world like larvae, and they just like think that it's just like these horrible animal people, terrible, just dumb people. They're just awful people with brains the size of capers. They're just bad people, and you can't humanize them anymore. And I know you're not supposed to side with the split. You're supposed to we're supposed to be the good guys, and we're supposed to believe. But it's just no. You're a fucking dumbass. You're a terrible, and you make up apparently at least enough of the country, just barely enough of the country that now this is all with your liberal tier mugs, and I just like go fuck yourself. And I was gonna buy a Tesla. I was this close to retirement. I was in the zone. I was fucking sliding through, man.
And they pulled you back in.
It's just that, everything's going to pay less. I'm going to get blacklisted. I'm like 4 years and people are going to be like having hearings where like, Mr. Harmon, did you ever consort with Mexicans? And I'll be like, yeah, I proudly do. I have that honor. And they'll drag me away and like, I love my housekeeper. I give her children my clothes.
Isn't she El Salvador?
I invited her to my wedding. She looked at me weird when I did, but I did.
Wait, you invited her to the wedding?
Well, Aaron did.
Oh.
I can't talk to her. I can't talk to her.
Dan can't talk to her.
I can't,
which is great because I could talk to her just fine.
Yeah, she's the best. We have the same housekeeper, Sophia, and she's MacGyver. She fixes everything.
Yeah, she's great.
She's really good.
I can't. I get scared talking.
It's
to her.
not easy to talk to her, but it is quite possible.
I told you because Dan. I mean, she speaks very good English, but it's obviously not her first language. But she's like super badass, hardworking. I told you the time about Harvey when she came over and talked about Harvey when she first started working for you.
He eats all the trash. Yeah. I can't talk. People who talk quietly, people who I am the guy who in every conversation is always going what, And like the fifth time you say what, you feel like a dick. Like, so then I just like, and I'm just like really riddled with social anxiety. Like I've made up my mind at some point, I guess, and go ahead, laugh it up when I say this, that I could get through this life without offending anyone.
Ha 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 ha.
And it's like, but you're Dan Harmon. You're like a pariah. You only offend people. But it's not. I'm not trying. That's the difference. Like I'm not trying not to. And then I'll just put my foot in my mouth or whatever. And I was like, I'm just riddled. I'm riddled with social anxiety. I just don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want to say no to people. I don't want to. That's why after the show, I just run out and I get into a jet ski and I just and then I'm like, there's no water. There's no water. Because I don't want to because I don't want to tell the third person that wants to get a photo after the show, after I talk for 2 hours. I don't want. When do you say no? What do you say no to somebody? That's crazy. You don't say no. So instead, I have this rude behavior. I just fucking throw down ninja balls and ninja testicles are when they hit the floor, they emit a sound. It's the sound of the ninja's heart dying, and it's so spiritually distracting that you don't notice someone running away. In the movies, they characterize it as smoke.
But now people know if they want to get to you after the show, just hang out by the jet ski that's out front.
Yeah, well, I always put it in a different place, and don't try listening for the engine because it's solar powered. It's a Tesla jet ski.
So you decided
it's a jet ski. It's a jet ski. You saw Mr. Musk tweeting about it. They're here just for a select few. I'm part of a white glove program. I'm checking it out. It's a jet ski.
So you've decided against getting the Tesla now? Or?
Yeah, I just got a jet ski.
Get a Tesla.
No, I can't. Look, I got my money. I'm not a liquid man. Okay. Unlike one of the Wonder Twins.
Right.
Like I definitely, money comes into the Harmon empire, and I definitely I put it back out into the fields. Like I plant more seeds. I go like, oh, well, let's meet with these people and let's do this out of pocket. Let's start this or that. I don't know. It's just kind of like, but moreover, it's not about me being philanthropical. It's about me instead of taking jobs that pay, I kind of tell, well, why don't I do this project that's will pay off later? So I am kind of largely what a rich person would call broke. I don't really look at the actual bank statements, but I just look. You can see Levy's the blood leaves his face. He's like a thermometer. He looks at it, and then I'm like, how are you doing? What's going on? Pretty good. It sounds like I'm down to 40 grand. Better get that. Better turn in one of these treatments.